They're coming to get you, Barbara.
The Fear Central Radio Show. Warning, our content may include spoilers and is intended for mature audiences.
Hey fellow horror fans, welcome to the Fear Central Radio Show. I am your host Mike, and this week we've got an entire huge table full of people.
Armada.
Armada. I like it.
Warzone.
Our horde of people. Here we go. Starting right here.
Paul.
Katie.
Tim.
Joe. Charlie.
Heather. Monica.
Chris.
All right, so like I said, quite a few people. So we're doing this week, like we had mentioned last show, and we are doing a board game. Mm-hmm. And this board game is called Betrayal. What's it called again?
Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Betrayal at House on the Hill. And just so you kind of know what this game is about, the House on the Hill is has a wicked reputation. Those who dare to darken its door often leave steeped in madness and despair, if they leave at all.
Yay, madness and despair.
Now the horror reaches new heights with Widow's Walk, the first ever expansion. So we don't have the expansion here with us tonight.
No. We do not.
But it is a critically acclaimed game. You said it kind of plays like
Cabin in the Woods, the board game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Woohoo!
So basically, what happens is you each get a character, and then there are some basic areas of the house that you can start in, and then as you go along, the house grows.
Yes.
So it's almost like the Winchester too.
It is. It is because if people are playing smart, this house will get zany as you're building room to room.
Doors that lead nowhere, and
because on every turn, people roll for movement, and then they unveil another room in the house, and you get to build it in any which way you want. So there's a lot of replay value in the game from that aspect. But the other part of the replay value is that every room contains an event, an item, or an omen. Well, most rooms, anyways. And once you get so many omens within the game, the haunt happens, and one of the players at the table will most likely be the traitor.
Oh,
changing the entire dynamic because everybody kind of plays together for the first half of the game, and then somebody's just a tool.
And that's where the betrayal comes in.
Right.
Yes.
But let's make this known that you're like the dungeon master of D&D. So you're the asshole that sets us up and then goes, hey, have fun, you're going to die.
I prefer storyteller.
Game master.
Or as known as in D&D, Game Master.
No, in D&D it's the dungeon master. All the other games is the game master.
There you go.
it's copyrighted.
I'm DJ Game Master. We decided.
Yes.
So, for people that might be interested in this game, it is now widely available. Whenever I purchased it, it was a little bit hard to find, but it was well worth the cost of admission. We've played through it 8 or 9
More than
times.
that.
Okay, yeah, and we've gotten one scenario a couple times, but usually we do not get a
That
revisit
only
them.
normally happens because we're bad at shuffling the room tiles, and we have so few people playing with us most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we only have 3, maybe 4, which is the low end because it goes up to 6 players, and it's better if you have a larger group.
Yes, most definitely.
And since we have so many here tonight, we actually got some of us teamed up. So Chris and I will be on one team.
Yep, so we won't die alone.
Yep.
What is your character?
Well, we'll get there in just a second.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We're not on team.
And then we also got Heather and Monica on a team.
Yeah, because we has the dumb.
We have Joe and Charlie on a team.
Our team, yeah.
And then Tim is
He's all by
a loner,
myself.
and Katie's a loner.
I am alone.
Okay.
No, I have 3 people on my team. It's me, myself, and I.
Aww.
Oh, way to go, De La Soul.
You're your own entourage.
So
me and the voices in my
pre-show,
head.
we went ahead and got
That's
all
what
our
I
characters put in place. So we'll start off with
So
ours.
I'm gonna ask everybody to say what their character is, why they're in this abandoned house, and what their stats are, because the audience might need to know those.
Yes.
Okay, so ours
Okay.
is Zoe Ingstrom.
Ingstrom.
Okay.
Zoe Ingstrom.
She's a scary little girl.
Scary little girl.
She's blonde haired, is holding a teddy bear that has stitches on him.
She's like a giant flashlight.
And,
Looks like
okay,
torch.
I'm sorry, y'all say it's a flashlight. It looks like a damn lead pipe. She's scary as shit. I mean,
So-
she would probably give her demons a run for their money.
Yeah. So she has. She is 8 years old. She's 3'9", weighs 49 pounds. Her hobbies are dolls and music.
Go figure that one.
Her birthday is November 5th. So for her stats, she has a speed of 4, which will determine how many dice. The numbers will determine how many dice you roll in order to achieve said attribute.
So basically, the number that's highlighted is the amount of dice you're rolling.
Right. We have a might of 3, a sanity of 5. We're pretty sane for an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
No, got it all figured out.
It's all
I know.
that sugar rush.
And we have a knowledge of 3. So there you go.
You're not
The
very
reason we're
smart.
here is because we got dragged along by our babysitter or stepbrother or whatever, Flash.
Is he your babysitter or your
Yeah.
stepbrother?
He's our stepbrother.
babysitter.
Okay,
He wanted to give you
stepbrother.
some.
Yeah, well, Stepbrother's there. Darren Flash Williams is here to check out the girl. There's an 18-year-old girl in the group, so we'll get to her in a minute. But,
That has a little sister.
yeah, he's got to drag his little sister along, so figured, try to scare her a little bit while he's at it. So, he is 20 years old, 5'11", kind of the jock of the group. Weighs 188. He has hobbies of track, music, and Shakespearean literature. So maybe there's a little something going on there.
I say he thinks the words are pretty, but
Yeah.
Right.
he didn't get what they mean.
He has the dumb.
Thou speakest the track.
Yeah. His birthday is June 6th. You want to talk about that?
Oh, we have a speed of 6. We're very fast. We have a might of 3. We're not very strong. We're only 3 in sanity. And we're only 3 in knowledge. So we're not very bright. We're not very sane.
Not very sane either.
And we're not very strong.
Yeah.
But we're fast.
Hence the reason you're bringing your little
So you're-
stepsister
right.
along
We
with you to
fast.
a haunted house.
So you're the high school track star.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'd be
All
us.
right. Over here, the Joe.
We are together, Madam Chetney Zostra, and we are clad in blue. And the thing is, we came to this place. We do not know why, and our head hurts. And every once in a while, our mind is taken over by another entity that knows our stats.
The narrator at this point interjects that Madame Zostra is just drunk.
No, I can get rid of the spirits.
Maybe forgot her
have-
meds?
They have ibuprofen for that.
My age is 32. My height is 5 foot. Our weight is 150. And our birth is on December 10th.
Okay.
Okay.
And where your stats are? Where are
Our
your stats?
speed is 3. Our might is 4. Our sanity is 4. And our knowledge is 4.
Okay, pretty good all around.
Yes, and I am playing Peter Akimoto.
Oh, Peter.
He's a little Asian kid. He's 13 years old. He's 4'11", weighs 98 pounds. His hobbies are bugs and basketball. And his birthday is September 3rd. He has a speed of 4, a might of 3, a sanity of 4, and a knowledge of 4.
And why is Peter there?
His babysitter is here. So
Okay.
Who's the babysitter?
You.
Me?
yes,
Terrible babysitter.
yes.
This is
The babysitter brought, and then that led to Flash going, ooh, she's there. And
there's a drunk woman apparently on the porch.
there's a drunk woman that just showed up.
No, I am medium extraordinaire.
Well, I am Heather Granville, and I am 18 years old, and I am 5'2", every bit of it, And my hobbies are television and shopping. And my birthday's August 2nd, so I'm a Leo. And so she's here because she just inherited this house from a distant relative, and she thinks this is a dump. She's just surveying at this point. Yeah, so her stats are a speed of 4, a might of 3, sanity of 3, and a knowledge of 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So
take it away, DJ NC.
All right. So, everybody here on the landing, we got our nice little explorers party, and from this point forward, everybody's speed is going to determine who's going, how far they can move. We're going to go ahead and say that Flash. That's right. Flash gets to go first, if I remember right.
No, it's my birthday.
Oh, Zylstra.
It's based on birthday.
All right.
Based on the birthday of the character.
Drunkest character gets to go first.
Okay, I am compelled to move forward.
A tree.
Move 3, so I will go forward 1.
Are you okay?
And to the left 1.
Because real adventurers always go left.
All right. So
I've heard that. Another voice in my head says
okay.
that.
We have the statuary corridor, and there's an event.
Okay. Our event is a mystic slide. If you're in the basement, this event affects the next explorer to your left, not in the basement. You're not, so it doesn't matter. The floor falls from under you. Place the slide token in this room. Then attempt a might roll to use the slide. Your might is 4.
That's a mandatory slide.
Yes, that's a mandatory slide.
Well, how many?
You're trying for 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Okay, draw tiles from the room stack until you draw a base. All right, just get a basement room.
Get a basement
and place it in the basement.
I guess we should have started out by saying that the main portions of the house that are initially intact is a hallway and a landing at the attic and a landing at the basement. And then from here on, we add to those 3 areas.
Yes. So, the room tile that was drawn is the gymnasium.
Why is the gymnasium in the basement?
I don't know. And there's an omen.
There's an omen in the gym.
In this room, it says, once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 speed.
Oh, you get a speed.
Yeah.
Because events and omens will always end a turn.
Yes. And the unless it says it is a specific event, whatever's written on the card happens every time you land in the room.
Right.
So if it says you have to do something to pass, anyone who passes through that room has to do it.
So anybody that ends up going to the gym has to pass the other room. What was it?
Statuary corridor.
Yeah. So anytime anybody passes through that, they have to go through the slide.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, no, they have the option
to use it or not. You can only get it. You can only access it if you pass your roll.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So.
All right. You all took 1 damage from falling down, though.
Yes.
And they
might or speed.
And they can choose to take that in might or speed because it's physical damage. But they got themselves an omen when they fell down to that gymnasium. And this omen is a mask.
Oh.
A somber mask to hide your intentions. What are you trying to play, drunk woman? All right. Once during your turn, you can attempt a sanity roll to use the mask. Oh. And it gives you stat boosts.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Me and the boy are pleased.
Okay. Well, you're going to make a haunt roll. So, for the benefit of the listeners, Madame Zylstra is now taking 6 dice. And if they manage to somehow get less than 1, the haunt happens.
No, it's not always. The haunt is what changes the game.
Okay.
So the haunt is where we determine that there's a traitor. Now, this is not just more than one every time. It is the number of omens that are current that have been drawn. So,
very nice.
Nice.
We got a 10.
Yeah, that was a bit overkill.
Yeah. We could just save that until there were like 6 omens on the board.
Yeah. So they beat the omen
with like 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
Peter Akimoto is at bat.
2, 4, 5, 6.
He gets to move 6 places.
Go left.
Go left.
Going left.
Go left, young
Because real
man.
adventures always go left. And I got the graveyard.
The graveyard. Why is the graveyard in the house?
I have no idea. Well, it's a door outside.
Like
that is
outside.
a closed off room.
Right by the front door.
So,
right by the front door.
When exiting, you must attempt a sanity roll of 4. If you fail, take 1 knowledge, but continue moving.
Okay.
And it's got a little swirly symbol on it.
A little swirly symbol
That
is an
means
event.
An event.
Event.
All right. Uh-oh.
In the
webs. Casually, you reach up to brush some webs aside, but they won't brush away. They cling. You must attempt a might roll, Peter.
Are there speederes?
Yes.
What
What's
numbers?
your might at?
3.
You're
What
gonna
number
roll
are you trying to
3
get?
You're trying to get a 4.
out of 3 dice.
Well, there's a 2, and a 1, and a 2.
All right.
You
You got
5.
All right, there you go. You break free. Gain 1 might.
Woohoo!
Gain 1 might.
Those were some strong spider webs that you got stronger from.
Now,
My might is now a 4 instead of 3.
So it's an interesting scale. There are repeating numbers on your stat scale. So you move up. If you get 2, you go up 2 spaces on your slide instead of just adding 2 to whatever the number is. So you have to make sure you're watching your scale because it'll cap at some point. But you can go all the way down. So anyway, so some numbers are repeated, so you have to pay attention.
Okay.
So like on mine, the 3 is repeated twice.
Yeah.
But since I was on the top 3, it goes
to
to the next one up, which is a 4.
We do it on... Okay, so one of the problems with this game... It's a great game, but there's these little indicators that you're supposed to put on your cards, but they don't stay on, so they slide around.
Gotcha.
So we just use paper. To do that, what I always do is just do like a sub number to say what number, like which one of the 3 of the numbers I'm on.
All right. So is it Heather's turn now? Not that Heather, but
Yes.
your character.
Character of Heather.
yes.
Heather.
Yeah, go
Character
Heather.
of Heather.
Yay!
I don't know how many you need.
I need 4. Okay.
Speedo 4.
Yup.
Speedo 4.
Speedo 4.
4 who?
Speedo.
Oh, okay.
I don't want Speedo.
I got 4.
4.
So, I am gonna go to the upper landing and do a room.
All right. We're adding to the attic.
Upper.
We have the attic. That's what it's called.
The attic is in the attic. All
The
right.
attic is in the upstairs.
It's a good place for it.
There is an event. When exiting, you must attempt a speed roll of 3+. If you fail, lose 1 might, but continue moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it has an event.
Yes.
The walls! This room is warm.
Ooh.
Flesh-like walls pulse with a steady
Flesh-like
heartbeat.
walls.
Your own heart beats with the rhythm of the house. You are drawn into the walls and emerge somewhere else.
Where?
You must draw the next room tile and put it in the house. Put your explorer in that room.
Oh.
Just take a.
Go to the basement.
Just take one.
Basement.
All right.
Storeroom item. Woo! Sorry. I never get items.
She got sucked through the flesh room into the storeroom,
Yes.
into the basement.
And
Yeah.
definitely.
She went from the flesh room
To the
wall-
basement.
Yeah, to the basement.
I'm gonna draw my item.
And she got
Okay.
something for
Okay.
She got something from the basement, from the flesh
So-
wall.
So also,
Yikes.
each of the yellow symbols that are either event, omen, or item are once they've been done once, you don't do them again. So you don't pick
Okay.
up items every time you go through.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I drew the music box, a handcrafted antique. It plays a haunting melody that gets stuck in your head. Once per turn, you can open or close the music box. While the music box is open, any explorer or monster with a sanity trait that enters or starts its turn in the same room must make a sanity roll of 4+. If the roll fails, the explorer or monster ends his turn as it is mesmerized by the music. If an explorer or monster carrying the music box is mesmerized, it drops the music box. If the music box is open when it is dropped, it remains open. So anyone who enters the room becomes mesmerized.
Okay. Well,
So what song is it playing?
What
creepy
Small
song?
World After All.
Oh, that's terrible.
Have you been on it, Ride?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's a small world.
It's so long.
It's not that long. It's like 3 minutes.
All right, what's our speed?
Your speed is 4, if I remember.
4.
Yep. Fast little girl. Hey, little girl, what's the rush?
And I got a 4.
Where are you going?
So, I want to go to...
Away from the creepy music
To the right?
Yeah, let's add rooms over there.
Okay.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You got the gardens, and
Oh,
there's
I'm
an
going to
event.
the garden, right across from the graveyard.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, and you got an event.
I have an event.
And your event is The Voice, Thursdays on NBC.
Final season.
I thought that was Mondays.
Yep. I'm under the floor, buried under the floor. The voice whispers once, then is gone. You must attempt a knowledge roll. How smart is Zoe?
She's smart enough to have to roll the damn dice.
3.
3. Get you 3 dice.
What am I shooting
Did
for?
we lapse
You're
into the
shooting
telltale
for a
heart?
4.
Yes.
Shooting for the window. So
How about
I'm
a
not
3?
Shakespearean literature.
I'm
I know.
sorry. You dig and search for the voice, but to no avail. You could have got an item card if you'd been smart enough.
we could have
you hear what I said?
ran out the
What?
I said,
door.
what? Did we lapse into
I
the
just
telltale
knew that
heart?
TV
Because
was
I am
under
all
the
about the
floor.
Shakespearean literature.
Yeah. Well, that's Poe.
Yes, but the whole thing is, she heard voices through the floor in the garden.
I accept that Flash would confuse Shakespeare and Edgar Allan Poe, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, put them in.
Oh, you need
They
another
sound
one?
pretty. They
Two
must
more.
be the same
Okay,
person.
2 or 6. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, all 6. You fast.
They don't call it a flash for nothing.
6.
Okay, which way are you going?
Where are we going?
You can go anywhere from there.
Go up.
Now, you're the front door. You can go anywhere.
We go up.
We go up.
All right.
Where these stairs go, they go up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this one.
That one.
That one.
Bloody room. You get an item.
You got a
Woo!
bloody room.
Keep going.
The bloody room was next to the flash room.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. We get an item.
Get an item.
Okay, so the item
Come on,
we
MC
drew
Man.
is the angel feather. A perfect feather fluttering in your hand. When you attempt a roll of any kind, you can call out a number from 0 to 8. Use that number instead of rolling the dice. Discard this item after you use it. So it's a one-time shot.
Ooh,
that's
it's a card you
cool.
get to keep.
That is
All
cool.
right.
Okay.
So we can keep going, right?
We go
Yes,
again?
you
Yeah.
can go.
All right,
another
add
one.
another room.
Okay, add
So
another.
we're upstairs, right?
Yeah, we're in the blood
So,
room.
which
next to
way
the
are
flash
you
room.
going to go?
That was 1, 2,
this
3,
way?
4. So you got 2 spaces left.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we got an omen. This is the servants' quarters.
An omen.
Okay.
Servants'
Let's see what we
quarters in
got
the
here.
attic.
Ooh. Companion, a girl, trapped, alone. You free her. And I need more light. Gain 1 sanity and 1 knowledge now. Lose 1 sanity and 1 knowledge if you lose custody of the girl. This omen can't be dropped, traded, or stolen. Make a haunt roll now.
So you gotta
So we need
roll
more than 2, and you roll 6
and beat a
dice.
2.
Okay.
Die. I have a really hard time with the plurality.
Did you
of
get
that
more
one.
than 2?
Yes,
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
6.
So, here's your
Okay.
girl.
So I got my girl.
Don't
Now
lose
you
your
have
girl.
another kid to watch?
Yeah, looky there.
Haven't you already lost the first one?
Yeah, apparently.
I got a friend now.
Yeah, except that she's over there with Flash.
Yeah, yeah. We got sanity, knowledge, and a little girl.
All right.
Don't lose her.
No.
Good lord, 7.
7.
7.
Okay,
The boy inside my
there.
head.
Okay, that's
has me
upstairs.
moved
It's
to
downstairs.
Basement.
The right.
Okay, this is the creaky hallway.
Creepy
Means you
hallway.
can keep going in any direction you'd like. Okay.
That way.
And we're gonna do this.
That one.
Okay, the furnace room.
The furnace.
If you end your turn here, take 1 point of physical damage, and there's an omen.
So you are taking that point of physical damage.
You are, because that ends your turn.
Yep.
Y'all taking it in might or speed?
Speed.
Okay.
You're taking speed.
I hope not. My son's 12.
Well, taking some speed.
If you lose too much of one ability, you die.
All right, and I guess we can hear what they just got because they got a dog.
They got a dog.
Please don't add another one.
A companion. This mangy dog seems friendly. At least you hope it is. This dog gives you 1 might and 1 sanity.
So you gain the
One might, 1 sanity. But if you lose the dog, do you lose the might and the sanity?
You do.
And do they have to do a haunt roll?
So
they do have to do a haunt roll.
Beat a 3.
Greater than 3, man.
With 6 dice.
Okay.
Beat it.
Got it.
And then some.
Yep.
And then some.
I'm an English major. I can't count out that high.
What do I have to roll to get out of that room? I'm in the graveyard.
Oh, graveyard is you have to roll a sanity roll of 4.
What's your sanity?
4.
All right, so roll 4 dice.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay,
now
so you can
roll
do-
your speed.
Yeah.
Now roll your speed.
2. Where do you want to go? You can go either here in
You
this
can go
room.
to any explored room within 2 blocks.
Straight forward.
Straightforward. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You're in the garden?
My turn.
Yes.
In the garden.
Who am I in the garden with?
That
girl.
would be the baby.
Baby.
Hi,
Baby.
Hi, friend.
Hi, Joey.
Oh.
We got the kids in the garden.
I'm Peter.
So
Hi, Joey.
I said I'm
I
Peter.
am
Hi,
here.
Peter. Hi, Joey.
We are gonna
The
go.
fact that you do that so well is so scary.
We're gonna go here.
Okay.
So basement.
Basement. I love that all the supervisors of the kids are on different floors.
Yes.
And the
Y'all
kids are
stay
together.
here.
Go play in the garden in the graveyard.
All right. So I turned over the larder,
Ooh.
which has an item.
Yay.
Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 might. I'm gonna do that.
Your dog is
Okay.
talking.
Gain your might.
Their dog.
Okay.
Your might
Might is 3, and
will
I
go
go up to 4.
Up, you went to the garden.
Test your might.
Okay.
Flawless
What
victory.
did I draw there?
Well, Heather Granville, you have 1 dark dice. Are you feeling lucky?
No.
Once per turn, you can roll 3 dice. And you get a laundry list of things that those dice can do for you.
Oh, laundry list.
There's a lot of them.
Did you just say holy blue?
Okay, now here's the fun
Yes,
part.
I
It
believe that
says,
is what she said.
if you have 0, reduce all your traits to the lowest value above the skull symbol. Discard the dark dice. So it can bite you in the butt. And at the top end, it says move to the location of any explorer not revealed as a traitor. So that can really help in the haunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, good or bad.
Okay.
Good on you, mate.
Where are you going, Zoe?
I got a roll.
You got a friend in there. You just gonna abandon your friend?
I know. I like Peter. He's a good guy.
Where are you going?
That's Peter's voice?
Okay. I got it 4.
What? Alright.
4?
You going straight out of the gardens?
Or back into the hallway and out.
We're going out of the gardens.
Okay.
Let's go that way.
Okay.
That way?
Yeah, that way.
Towards.
Funky house.
Alright, you got the patio.
Oh my God, the patio.
Well, from the
that
garden to the
sorta-
patio.
That sort of makes sense. I
Yeah.
It does
guess.
make sense.
This rose red.
I'm matching up the.
Yes, yes, it
It
is.
goes this way.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It
It
can
goes
go either
all which
way.
way.
Like, okay.
Alright.
What do I
You
get
get
there?
an event.
At an event.
Well, Zoe,
Well.
you see hanged men.
Oh no.
A breeze chills the room. Well, the outside, whatever. Before you, 3 men hang from frayed ropes. They stare at you with cold, dead eyes. The trio swings silently, then fade into dust that falls to the ground. You start to choke. Okay.
You're choking on the hung men?
Okay. You have to make a roll for all 4 of your traits.
Oh my god.
Alright.
So we need all the dice, basically.
Well, no, you need
do one at a time.
Yeah,
Where are your
speed.
stats
Do a
at?
speed.
Yep.
What do we need to get?
2,
You got 2?
4, 6.
Alright, you only need 2 for each of these rolls.
Okay, so we got that one.
6 for speed.
No, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
We just have to make sure we get more than 2. Okay, so now we need 3 on that one. So we got more than 2.
You got 4, so you're
We
good.
need 3 on the next one.
5 on the next one.
Oh, 5?
5. You got 5 die.
We got 5.
Where
Which
did
one?
we lose them?
I got them.
Okay, cool.
There's 2 more right
That's
here.
more than 2.
You good?
And then we need one on
Knowledge.
knowledge. 3.
Oh,
Ooh.
real 3 on knowledge.
You lose 1 knowledge then.
1 knowledge. Minus 1 knowledge.
Okay, your turn.
All right, big brother. Show me what you got.
I had to count the dice.
You must come save me.
7.
7.
7. Where is Flash going?
Where are we going?
He's upstairs.
Upstairs.
You pick.
I don't know.
Where you want to go?
Go left.
Okay, left.
There.
You left your little sister on the patio.
We're in the...
I'm gonna quit drawing this level. We got another omen. You walk into the junk room.
Oh, we're in the junk room.
When
Well, at least you don't have no
exiting,
flesh or blood.
Right?
when exiting, you must attempt a might roll of 3+. If you fail, lose 1 speed, but continue moving.
Well, that's with
Okay,
our
what do you need for your might?
3.
3.
That's
So you
just
have to roll a 3.
That's just to leave the room.
Yeah, just to leave the room.
Oh, okay.
For right now, you're drawing an omen.
Okay.
And Flash Williams, you've won yourself a spirit board. It's a spirit board trademark.
Oh, okay.
A board with letters and numbers to call the dead, like a sort of telephone, I guess. Alright, so with this card, before you move during your turn, you can look at the top tile of the room stack that you'll be drawing from. If you use a spirit board after the haunt has been revealed, the traitor can move any number of monsters 1 space closer to you. That's if obviously you have the traitor. Oh no, that's if you have this card after the betrayal, and you're not the traitor. They can keep calling monsters to you every turn.
Crap.
If you use it.
If you use it.
Okay. No, just in general.
That's what you said.
No, I misread it. This is you got a curse.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Now we have an angel feather, a girl, and a curse.
Yet. That's interesting. Okay.
All right, so you need to make a haunt roll. So you need six dice.
Here's how many you got there? Yeah, that's 6. Okay, or 7 there. You need 6 and beat 3. Yeah, we're good.
You're good.
No haunting.
Okay.
No haunting.
So what is the deal with every time we do this? There's always somebody snoring in the background. Every time.
No. All right, Charlie, what you got? 6. Nice. Where you going? There. Okay.
The voice in my head is strangely silent.
I shall take over the world.
And we have. So I forget this is here. The stairs from the basement. So if you fall into the basement, meaning you haven't turned over the basement stairs yet, you're stuck in the basement until the basement stairs are drawn. So
That's no longer an issue.
no longer an issue. We have found the way out.
From the furnace room.
And you can keep going if you'd like.
If you do.
Okay, so I think we messed up here. Is you can't get into the basement without falling there first?
Yeah.
Well, unless you go to the basement and the first thing you draw is the stairs to the basement.
So how do you get to the basement without the stairs?
This is the exit. This is the entrance to it. Foyer.
It's an.
That's where it goes
It's a
into
secondary.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Need a ground floor room.
Ground floor. Where are we? This is the scary one. We'll do this one. Oh, shoot.
Back to the basement with you.
One-way slide to the basement landing. Okay. There we are.
Yep,
Here.
right there.
Again, you're back in right there.
All right.
Right there.
How many did you have? You had 6. That's how many movements?
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, you got 2 more in you. Back. What? Okay, back up. Going back upstairs. Okay.
I was slightly confused, but I moved forward.
He just went in a big circle.
What just happened for the play-by-play is the drunk woman found the stairs, went up the stairs in the first room, fell back down to the basement, and now she's going back upstairs.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Trying to get out of this house, and it just circles and circles.
I thought I already did this.
Another dice.
Wait, wasn't I just upstairs?
No, I'm gonna wait.
I
have to go back upstairs.
2, 3, 4, 5 speed.
Right. You're here. Where would you like to go?
To the left of
you or here?
Well, I can't go there.
Okay, so here.
And then the left.
You can't. And then here. Okay.
Yep. Ground floor.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's been scary thus far.
The organ room.
It's an omen.
Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon.
This is
Okay.
It's got the swirly thingy.
I thought it was an omen.
And put it that way.
Could be an omen.
We are.
It's the Oregon room. You have to pump your own gas.
Not anymore.
No, that's what they have to do.
Oh, they do that now, yeah. So
What's
everybody's
our
putting
event?
diesel in their car.
What is my event?
Your event is disquieting sounds. Baby's cry, lost and abandoned. A scream, the crack of breaking glass. Breaking glass.
Breaking grass.
Breaking
Balake.
glass. Then silence. Roll 6 dice. You got them all over there?
4, 5, 6.
All right. What you got?
2, 4, 5, 6.
All right. If you roll equal to or more than the number of omens that have been revealed, you gain 1 sanity.
I gain a sanity.
Good for you, Peter.
So I'll go from 4 to 5.
Are you sure about that? Because we have 2.
There are 4 omens out.
Yeah, just 4.
Could be an omen.
Okay.
Might be an omen sign.
Okay. Yay, my turn.
Is that a pun?
Okay.
From Merlin.
Ah.
I got 3.
Got 3.
Yeah.
People
So
can
I'm
try.
here, and we're gonna go right here. So, basement. Which one isn't scary? Okay. Oh, yeah, I got another item. They got the wine cellar, and I have an item, and since I had plenty of moves, I'm gonna.
You went the
move on
wrong
past
direction.
that.
The drunk lady's supposed to go to the wine room.
I am not drunk.
You were looking for the wine.
She's
That's besides the point.
She's just marinated.
It's for the ritual.
Well, in the wine cellar, you found a bottle. Oh, wow.
Really? Ooh.
I'm geeking out. It's so appropriate. An opaque vial containing a black liquid.
Oh.
Ugh. I don't know if I want to
Did it
drink
fall
that.
from the blood room?
Drink it.
For the flesh
Once
room.
during your turn after the haunt is revealed, you can roll 3 dice and drink from the bottle. Ooh. And you can do a lot with that.
I mean, the
Nice.
worms. Only noodles.
You got a
Michael.
whole lot of like little stat
Ew,
things.
Fun thingies. Okay,
Only
so
noodles, Michael.
Fun thingy.
from the wine cellar, the next basement thing I drew was called the chasm. You must attempt a speed roll of 3+ to cross. If you fail, you stop moving.
Then you fall down the chasm.
Yep. Now, since I still have moves left, I'm gonna
Just
run. I'm gonna roll it and
Crook
see
this
if
around.
Okay.
I know it's not
Yeah.
okay, but
We know how it works.
We know.
No.
Indiana Jones was just a
Oh, how did I do that?
All blank.
4 blanks.
Yahtzee.
So she rolled 4 dice
you're
and she
stuck.
got 0.
Yep.
You're in the chasm.
You're in the chasm.
I get to stay there.
You do.
There you go.
Here you go, little girl.
Oh, thank you. I gotta get out here. These creepy men are swinging.
Take your retainer out if you're going to talk.
What? It's a 4.
It's a 4. All right, so you can go straight out of the patio where you're at.
Straight.
You can go straight. All right.
Yeah. We'll go there. I don't want any more men on the ropes.
Omen
in the dining room.
No, now you're in the dining room.
Wait a minute, that was the same.
You choked on dead men. Now you're going to the dining room.
So
Now
to
you're
tell
hungry.
you the wonder of architecture that this house now has.
Kind of looks like abattoir.
If you go right whenever you enter the building, you go straight out into the gardens, then to the patio, and then to the dining room, very far removed from the hallway.
Yes.
or to the organ room.
The coal chute that's next to the organ room.
Well, Zoe,
Yes.
you have got a book.
I like books.
All right. Is it a diary or lab notes? Ancient script or modern ravings?
It's a coloring book.
Well, I'll tell you what, Zoe, you gained 2 knowledge now.
2 knowledge. It's knowledge.
It's an educational coloring book.
Okay. And you get to make a haunt roll. So you need 6 dice, and you need to beat 5, or get 5, or beat it.
I have figured out who Zoe is. It's Stuart. What did I do?
Whoa. 5. Much more than 5. Okay.
Yay.
Good on you, Zoe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Should be known that half of Zoe didn't actually make the roll.
Zoe says thank you to the voices in her head, apparently.
Flash can go anywhere he
9.
wants again.
We're at 9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
we're
want
going.
to explore out that way?
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Let's do this one.
Yeah.
And apparently the attic extends out
then
beyond
you
the
have-
house.
You have the library. Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 knowledge.
Which you do.
Yep.
Okay, so we get to get some. We gain smarts. Oh, look, we up to 5.
What did they get?
I'm just like Romeo.
We have some brains. We don't have to dumb anymore.
All
We're
right.
still not very mighty.
All right. You get the night view. You see a vision of a ghostly couple walking the ground, silently strolling in their wedding vests. All right. Attempt a knowledge roll, which now you get to roll 5 dice for that.
Ooh.
He's smart and fast.
You're trying to get 5.
5.
Yes, you do. All right. You recognize the ghosts as former inhabitants of the house. I don't know how you did that, but you did. So you call their names. What are their names?
Tito.
Tito and who's his
Jill.
wife? Tito and Jill. Tito and Jill. And then they turn to you, whispering dark secrets of the house.
The toilet is on the landing.
Gain 1 knowledge.
Oh, he's getting smarts now.
We like Tito and Jill.
Oh wait, we're still at 5.
Oh, we like Tito and Jill.
We're still at 5.
Okay. That's great.
We stay at 5 for a while. We can't go above 5 for a while.
I don't know
that
why
matter.
Tito
Definitely
popped
not
up
drunk.
in bed either.
Move forward.
All right. Okay, Drunky.
She moves 2, and so she shall move.
Oh, you were up there. Okay. All right, so you're upstairs. All right. You going up? Oh, you're trying to... All right.
Takes them a
Well,
while
you
to
only
get
get 2, so...
That's 1 and 2.
Okay.
We'll go with that. All right. She's heading up to the upper landing.
Okay.
And another dice.
She's tired of falling in the
Dice.
basement.
Where are the dice?
Right here.
Who's got the
Right of you.
dice?
Because she's tired of falling in the basement. That's why she's going to the attic.
3. That's not.
Oh,
You're
is
in
that
the
it?
organ
Okay.
room.
3. Okay, so you want her here?
Yep.
All right.
Give me that.
This one?
Yep.
The ballroom, and you have an event.
The ballroom is next to the organ room.
I guess that makes
And
sense.
the dining room. That
Okay.
makes perfect sense.
Okay, Peter, you experience something slimy. What's around your ankle? A bug? A tentacle?
Ooh, bugs! I like bugs.
Or, well, it might be a dead hand clawing, it says. Who knows? You must attempt a speed roll. What's your speed at?
4.
All right. You need to try to use those 4 to get 4. 0. That's 1. That's 2. That's 4. All right. You break free and gain a speed.
You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it.
All right.
Wow, I went from 4 to 6.
Steal these from you.
Okay. 5, 6, 6.
6.
Okay. So I'm right here. I'm gonna call that my speed roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're in the chasm.
Yeah, I was in the chasm.
Okay,
So-
you're going. So you have to roll again then.
Yeah. So now I roll.
Roll again to get out of there.
That's 5. I need 4. 3. Okay. So. All right.
Get your room.
This is basement, right?
So Heather has broken free of the chasm. Heather in the character, not the person.
Yeah. All right, we got the crypt with an event. If you end your turn here, take 1 point of mental damage.
Are you taking it in your sanity or your knowledge?
I'm gonna take knowledge because my knowledge is at a 5.
Heather Dunn got a little stupider.
Well, but
Oh, she has the dome.
Easier to get.
Well, in the crypt, she found an open coffin. You're inside it. You did get dumb.
You're inside it.
You found it open when you decided to get in?
That looks like fun.
You must attempt a sanity roll right now.
I walked too late. And
Really?
what do I gotta make?
sleep in there.
You gotta make. Well, we'll see.
No. This is degrees of bad, too.
2. The vision disturbs you. Lose 1 sanity.
Oh, poor Heather's losing her shit.
3 to... It's just like real life.
I know, right?
You
Need
lose the
4?
smarts and then your sanity.
I should give you them all.
There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Your speed is 4 right now, right? Or did it go up? Where's your speed at?
6.
Oh, he's 6 now.
You're at 6?
How'd you get 6 speed?
I don't know.
No, you max out at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to follow your little
chart.
Yeah.
8. It goes 4, 5, 6, 6, 8.
Oh.
No, it says
4,
4, 5, 6, 8.
Okay, you are at 6 then.
Yeah.
If you want to do it.
Right.
My bad.
I think the dungeon master's drunk.
2, 4.
Yes, I believe he is.
5, 6. I got a 6.
Stop deflecting.
Okay.
So,
Chutney.
Where we at? Here.
Probably dead.
Do you want to go here? Do you want to go here?
For those of you that are listening,
There.
that would be
What?
forward
There.
or left.
There.
Okay.
Real adventurers always go left.
so we're adding a room?
Don't be scary. Don't be scary. Don't be scary.
Be scary.
Okay, good. Chapel event. We're
We
building the
went
board.
from the
I like
dining
this.
room to the
Okay.
organ to the chapel.
Okay, so in the chapel, once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 sanity.
There you go.
Okay,
Get a
so was
little
there
more
an event or
singing,
anything?
Flash.
What?
Was
Oh,
there
no,
an,
that's Zoe,
Was
that's
there
right.
an event or an
There is an
omen?
event. He's got.
Okay, so we have to end our turn anyway, so
Yes.
we gain 1, whatever
Oh,
that
wait
was.
Yeah, 1 sanity.
So
What's
is
that?
there,
Wait,
is there
whose piece are you moving?
Oh gosh, dang it! You're right. There we go.
no, I'm in
You
the...
were here.
No wonder I got confused.
I'm sorry.
The spirits
Not
are
even paying
moving.
attention to that board over there.
All right.
Okay, our event.
In the chapel,
In the chapel.
little Zoe found a revolving wall.
Yep, we're screwed.
The wall spins to another place.
Yeah.
Place the wall switch token on a wall without an exit in this room.
Are you reading an omen or an event?
I'm reading an event.
Okay, I'm sorry. It looked green from here. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
And where's the wall switch?
I am.
Okay, so where's the wall switch piece to put on it?
All right. Get the wall switch piece.
got
Put
it.
it in that room.
And it
Okay.
leads to another room that goes nowhere.
Then put it in the house.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right. You kind of. Do you get to choose?
Do I get to choose?
Yeah, you get to choose which...
You get to choose what room you want to go in.
What room do we want to go in?
Any room that's revealed.
The flesh walled room?
Oh, one that's revealed?
Yeah.
Oh, we reveal a room, right?
No, one that's already
No,
been
already
revealed.
revealed. Or was it?
Say it again.
Okay, what else? What
I
other
thought
room
I thought
is
the
there?
switch revealed a room.
Let's go to the.
Once during an explorer's turn, if that explorer is in either room, he or she. Okay, wait. Place a wall switch token on a wall without an exit in this room or a corner in this room. If there isn't a room on the other side of the wall switch, draw room tiles until you find one for this floor.
Okay.
Then put it.
So we're gonna put it right there, and we're gonna reveal a room right next to it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
And the room is.
The Mystic Elevator.
Ooh. You got a good one.
Yes, it is. Once per turn, roll 2 dice and move this room next to any open door on. You roll a 4, any floor. Roll 3, upper floor. Roll a 2, ground floor. Roll 1, basement. 0, go to basement. Then take 1 die of physical damage.
You found the HP Lovecraft Wonka Vader.
Yeah.
We got the one.
That was a little confusing.
We got the one.
You got the one, and the one will give you.
Okay, so
Takes us to the basement.
You roll 2 dice.
To the basement.
Yeah.
Right, because we rolled a 1 out
Okay,
of 2 dice.
so then you'll go to the, and then you can pick where you want.
All right, now which room
Hold
do you
on.
want to go in?
Well,
You'll be
didn't
outside it.
You didn't end your turn in that space.
That's true.
Right.
So you
But
don't
the
get that
event
ability.
Right, you don't
our
get to
turn.
use it.
Yeah, but
it
you're
does
in
say it
there.
right there.
Yeah.
So where are we?
You're in the elevator.
We're in the elevator.
And then on the next turn, you can move.
Yeah.
So did they get the ability score even though they didn't stop their turn in that room?
No. What do you mean ability score?
From the chapel.
From the chapel.
Yes. They get that. Well, I mean, what do you think? So here's the thing. That doesn't say you move into the elevator, right?
No, it just
that
says it
just
reveals
says reveals it. So
Right.
you would end in the chapel,
Right.
and that it's just next to the chapel.
Because we had an event in that room and it ends our turn.
Right.
Okay, so they're in there.
So then you
in the
have the
chapel.
option to use it on your
It
next
says
turn.
then put your explorer in that room.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't end your turn.
So we're standing in the elevator.
Yep.
Yep, you're in the elevator.
Okay.
All right. Flash.
What was that?
6.
6. All right.
Where are we?
You're over there.
Here.
Where are you going to go?
We're the guy with the red shirt.
That's the only way you can.
You can't go that way.
Why?
This is the only way you
There's
can go.
no.
there's no
There's no door.
But you could go back
You
out
could go
that
back
way.
out this way and then build either way.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
You were talking about.
Getting so close to me.
They were talking about people snoring.
Yo.
Now we have a dog snoring.
Bedroom. An event.
Oh yay!
Ooh, you
Well,
can
of
bedroom
course.
in the attic.
Ooh. Y'all found a locked safe.
Ooh.
Behind a portrait is a wall safe. It is trapped, of course. Put the safe token in this room.
There it is.
All right. Flash, you can attempt a knowledge roll to open this safe. What's your knowledge at?
5.
All right.
I thought you went to
if
6.
you want to attempt it, go ahead.
Didn't you get 2 knowledges while ago?
Yeah, but it's 5.
Oh,
Still.
because you were
Still.
in 3?
No, because
No.
we were at 5. We
'Cause the
stay at
scale
5
is-
3
The
times.
scale's
The scales
fine.
are different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many dice do I roll?
You roll 5 die.
Okay, and I'm trying to get a 5, at least a 5.
Yep.
Damn it. 4.
Take 1 die of physical damage. The safe won't open.
Okay, so
Ow, my fingers.
where does that one go?
So you could take
Knowledge.
it off might.
So we
you could
still
take
we
it
stay at
off-
5.
Okay,
Might
just
or
go
speed.
down one.
Just you take a die of physical damage. So
So
it has to
or
be
it can be
speed or
might.
might.
Speed or
Speed or
might.
might.
But don't they have to roll a
Let's
die?
do might. We'll just
Yeah,
do
you
might.
have to roll a die to determine. It says 1 die of physical damage.
Oh, yeah,
so roll
1 die.
and that'll
So
tell
if
how
you get a
many.
blank,
Oh,
you got
two.
0.
Right.
2
And you
points.
can split it up.
Okay.
So
So you can do 1 speed, 1 might.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Okay.
It just makes
Madame.
us a lower 3.
yeah.
Madame.
all right, roll 3.
I'm compelled
Where you
to
going?
go forward to the right.
Okay.
The house is getting bigger than our table.
Yeah.
This one or that one, or this one.
So,
Okay.
We have too many mics.
We have an event. The
Ooh.
operating laboratory.
You have an operating laboratory with an event.
In your attic.
Next
This
time
room is smoky, y'all.
we play it in there on the ping pong table.
Smoke billows around you. You cough. I want to cough. That's laughing.
Peter, stop coughing.
Put the smoke token.
Smoke token.
Yeah, put the smoke token in that room.
You vaping?
The smoke blocks line of sight from adjacent rooms.
I did not see any signs.
You must be vaping.
Like
I did not see any
alien-
signs.
So, like in the aliens scenario, how if you were in line of sight of an alien, they take over you. This obstructs it. So, if you were to run away and get to the side, like, they can't do that.
Well, I can tell you what that actually means.
It's got large fangs.
An explorer rolls 2 fewer dice on all trait rolls while in this room.
Oh, so you may have a smoke screen, but you take damage.
Well, at least we're not the
It
aliens right now.
inhibits.
There you go.
You get worse at doing
So
stuff.
do
Kinda hoping we would be,
I
right?
get any damage?
You don't.
You do not get any damage.
So,
You're just impaired.
Hey,
Imagine that.
Oh
I need
no!
So
6.
our thing's done, right?
Yep, your
I need
turn's done.
6.
Does anybody else
You
want some
done.
pretzels?
Finito.
Who wants any rice pretzels?
Just a couple.
It's the crack pretzels.
You got any of those chocolate pretzels left?
Yeah, they're over here.
The crack pretzels?
Oh, crack
Those are
pretzels.
crack
Yes, those are awesome.
Yes. the
Good
crack
lord.
pretzels.
I should
2,
try crack
4,
pretzels.
6, 8,
They just have seasoning on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10.
No. There's nothing. No, there's nothing
10?
bad on
I
them.
rolled
It's
a
just got some
10.
seasoning.
Man.
Trying to save
Little
you
boy
guys.
can move.
Don't eat the crack
Wow.
pretzels.
I got a
Where's
speed
Peter
of
go?
6 now.
Alright.
Pretty good.
Where'd he go?
You're over here in the ballroom.
He's in the ballroom.
Hey.
Try that, or you want to try to negotiate around? Because you could make it all the way over here and go here.
No, let's go. Let's finish this area out.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't be an omen,
And
don't be
the
an omen,
room.
don't be an omen. Shit.
Is that an omen?
What you got?
Found the kitchen
Found the
Oh,
kitchen.
was it in the kitchen?
Right by the ballroom.
and the dining room, so it
Oh,
makes
that sort of
logical
makes sense.
Yeah.
But you got to
This
go through
here
the garden
kinda
and
makes
the
sense.
patio to
I
get
wanna
to it.
go.
And you know what else makes sense? While you're in the kitchen, you found a spear.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll take a spear.
That weapon pulsing with power. And so, for the listeners, whenever the guy with the spear gets to roll 2 additional dice when making a might attack with this weapon.
What do I need to beat on my 6 rolls?
How many omens we got?
1, 2, 3, 4.
How many omens
You have
you
any?
got?
I got none.
5. You have to beat 5.
6.
I have to
6.
beat a 6.
You have to get a. You have to
With
attain,
6.
get a 6 or beat a 6.
You did it.
Nope.
Nope.
5. 1 short. The hunt happens now.
Oh no.
Okay.
Why is it every time I do it, the haunt happens?
The kitchen and the
Read this
spear.
first time?
No, every time I've played.
For the listeners,
I've played before.
so when the haunt finally happens, you determine a scenario. There are 50 different scenarios within a booklet.
50?
50. And it can be
So-
anything.
It can be anything.
It could be zombies, werewolves, I don't know, probably Nazi werewolves.
I think there's a
Invasion.
Babylonian
Yeah.
god at one point. Like,
There's hell.
Is there a list?
There is a
Oh, yeah.
list in the Trader's Tome, and I'm going to be conferring with that right now because we found the spear in the kitchen,
yes.
and my Trader's
6
Tome's telling me.
Yeah, so the omen you revealed and the room you're in determines which scenario you get.
Okay.
My Trader's Tome is telling me
I know.
that
how
that
many
is
you were
number
just as long as we are.
39.
I don't think we got that one.
39.
3-9.
So everybody, tell me what their speed's at.
3.
6.
6.
4.
All right, I'm gonna. All right, so you have 6.
Yes.
You
We
have
have 6.
Yep.
And we have 6.
They have 6.
4.
All
right,
right,
that's 6.
I'm gonna need everybody that has 6 to roll a couple of dice.
How many?
We have the
Yeah,
lowest.
two,
How many
you know,
dice?
say everybody gets 2 dice, and then that's
Give
your,
her 2.
2.
your tiebreakers.
Don't we? We have 3.
Yeah, they're looking for the highest.
I got a 2.
You got 2.
Got 3.
1.
Oh. All right. I am gonna go ahead and say that makes you the traitor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Traitor.
And haunt number 39
Okay.
is
I'm looking at numbers. I want a title.
the heir.
The air.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
A-I-R.
So Tim is going to be taking the Trader's Tome and leaving the room because
yay, he's
he's
the
got his
traitor.
own little strategy.
Bye,
We
Jim.
almost lost.
He's out of
We had to roll.
earshot.
And
I'm on 39, correct?
you're on 39.
The air.
It
Not
was
like in
between
AIR,
And so-
but HEIR.
And so this game has two books, not two books. You have the
That's
Trader's
what
Tome and Secrets of Survival.
But
so
you
now,
also have, of course, the guidebook that tells you the rules. So,
I don't know what that matters right now.
I mean, they would be confused if they get 3 and they say, I think there's only 2.
All right. So, the heir. While exploring the house, you come across an interesting tale. Years ago, the Romanescus, an ancient royal family, made its last stand in this very house. All but one were murdered by their own guards. Studying the family's genealogy, you realize that one of you is the heir to the Romanescu fortune. If the true heir sits on a throne in this house, then the fortune will be restored to the last Romanescu. Looking around in amazement, everyone be amazed, you realize that one of your friends is missing. You pale as you think back on how that friend muttered something about wrapping up a loose end in this house. Better find that throne and get the heir on it fast. Right now, the Haunt Revealer secretly chooses one other hero to be the heir. He or she then writes down that character's name on a piece of paper and shows it to the other heroes. If the heir dies, the traitor wins, so you'll want to keep the heir's identity secret. Unfortunately, our Haunt Revealer is who ended up being our traitor. So we'll work around that.
Yep.
Alright, what you know about the bad guys. The traitor has filled the house with hidden assassins. You win. You win when the heir sits on the throne and is carrying both the spear and the ring. Oh crap.
He has a spear.
He has them both?
He has the spear because he's the Haunt Revealer. I think we broke this game.
We did. We lose. Aww. Straight up game ender.
No, he can drop it,
He can drop it. I mean, you can.
and then you can pick it up. And then
Our only workaround is to attack him and get it. All right.
We can tickle him.
Yeah. We'll get Zoe in there to attack him. All right.
Who does have the highest might? I've got 4.
5.
3.
4.
What's our might? Test your might. I have a might of 3.
There's a tie between
Yep.
us two.
Okay. Well, he has a might of 5.
Tiebreaker.
Sorry, I'm looking right now. There's a section on making attacks. I want to make sure how you can take items away from someone.
So if you're confused,
No.
go away.
Well, hold on. You're free. He's free to come in because he's going to have to hear this too.
So for those of you that may be confused, what has happened is the haunt has started, and the haunt that has been chosen needs for those that are not the traitor
To have certain items.
to have
collect
both
items.
the item that the traitor just got, as well as an item that I don't think is in anyone's possession
Not
yet.
yet, no.
So that means all the survivors are going to have to go and uncover items.
We have to start knocking over doors.
and try to get him to drop the item we need.
Yes.
So
I got an idea. I'm gonna go punch him.
Of course, the penalty of this thing is that the item in question he can use in an attack.
Ah, shoot.
Which will make him at an 8.
plus
where
he
our
has
max is up.
plus he has a stronger might than everybody, so he can attack better than we can.
This is an uphill battle.
What if we get together and combine our attacks?
If we have to all be in the same room to do that.
Madam, you're drunk.
No, you're drunk.
She's
Get out of the
not
wine room.
drunk, she's marinated.
I'm communing with the spirit.
Yeah, she's married.
What?
Oh no.
Yeah, we got the book.
Did you forget that?
I can't remember so many things. So many things. Not revealed by the spirits.
Yeah, I can't make this work in my head.
Well.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what ended up happening here, I'm sure you recognize from your book. You have a smile on your face.
Yeah.
is technically the traitor wasn't supposed to get that spear, but it kind of works in the rule book, so we're rolling with it. So,
But
here's what you need to know. What everybody at the table needs to know.
I'll tell them. You can tell them when they get back to you.
Stealing items. If you attack someone and inflict 2 or more points of physical damage, you can steal a tradable item or omen instead of inflicting the damage. Our listeners might have just noticed a hard cut. That's because we had a kind of a lull and a break, and then we realized that this game scenario was pretty difficult.
Yeah.
It
was almost impossible to...
One shot and my assassins did their job.
There was one shot, and the play-by-play goes as this. Flash Williams had an angel feather. The angel feather would let him call out a number on any attack roll. Unfortunately, the traitor in this game was able to plant a whole bunch of hidden assassins, and the entire way down the stairs while Flash was trying to get to little Peter, who was apparently a 8-year... How old is
13?
Peter? He's 13, and somehow he really wanted...
In control of a bunch of master assassins.
Yeah, a bunch of master assassins, and he wanted to doom the Romanescu bloodline. So he planted all those assassins, and Flash fell whenever he got to the ground floor, unfortunately. Kind of killing the whole momentum.
There were still 2 more assassins before he would have gotten to me.
Jeez.
I tried. I tried.
And that's where they were located. I wrote them down.
Yep. Sure did.
So
I didn't cheat.
So, read again what happens when you win on scenario 39.
On scenario 39.
That's a lot of assassins for one game.
If you win, the heir is dead. Your family's stolen wealth is safe. Walking past the crumpled body, you drop a paper crown beside it. As the crown reddens with the heir's blood, you quietly shut the door.
All in a day's work for a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
For those wondering what happened to all the rest of the party, well, some of them just fled.
Jumped out the window to save myself. Me and the boy made haste.
Drunken Madam went back to the
What do you
wine room.
mean you and the boy?
Me and the boy survived.
The boy in your head.
So wait, you were with the traitor?
No, the boy was in my head.
Oh.
The British Russian boy.
Okay.
We're fine.
Yeah, and you were his babysitter, Heather.
Yeah.
Yep. I suck at my job.
It's all your fault. It's all Heather's fault.
Why did you leave him away? You should have stayed with him the whole time so you could see what he was planning the whole time.
Yeah, you say, hey, stop it. Don't put assassins everywhere.
Hey, put that spear down. Don't pick that up. It's not yours.
Drop that spear now, otherwise you'll get punched.
Yeah. All right, so Betrayal
It's fun.
at House on the Hill.
It's fun.
It is. I mean,
It's
like
kinda
I said, there are 49 other scenarios, and there's a whole wide variety of it. But yeah, whenever it's in the description of the game, it says average play time is an hour.
That's a lie.
Maybe it averages that way for all the horrible games that only last 15 minutes whenever they get a haunt roll immediately.
Yeah.
The first time I ever played this game, we didn't make it through one round of
turns
before we drew the haunt. And the exact same sort of situation happened where I drew the haunt, I became the traitor, and it was a broken game at that point because I had
one of the items needed,
and they had to go through. It was the Rat King situation where I was the Rat King and I had hordes of rats instead of assassins.
Like the horror classic, the Nutcrackers ballet.
Yeah.
We had in a scenario one time, I think it was the first time we played.
It was the first time.
It was with you. We had one where Paul was the traitor and the whole house was falling into the abyss.
Okay.
And that was hard because we hadn't turned over enough rooms. So every turn, one of the house loses a room. And if the warrior goes away, everybody dies, and the traitor wins.
Okay. Yeah. So I got to little by little that if you want to be a maniac you can with this game, because I was conjuring making the entire house fall to hell. And so I get to say every time my turn goes up, says, "Uh-oh, now I'm removing 3 rooms from the board every turn I go."
Wow.
Because it exponentially goes up by the number of turns.
So if you're looking for something that's got a little bit of a challenge and it is not, I don't know, I guess pretty straightforward because there's so many different ways that this game can go. Mm-hmm. You want to look for this.
It's like bare bones rules, and then the rules are added as you go based on what's going on.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like you just roll a dice and pass go, collect 200, and
It's not like Monopoly, but it's very different. And it's like if you're playing with a kid with something, and they make up rules as you go, and you're like, why are these rules important? These are no rules.
I was thinking of another game we have that would technically apply because we're a horror. That's what we do is horror.
Right.
Paul, we have a game called Flux, in which there are only 2 rules at the very beginning, and even those rules can change. And everything, even the goal of the game, is in flux the entire time. And we have a Cthulhu version. We don't need more?
Okay.
What do you do with it?
Sold at a garage sale.
Oh. It's gone.
We have the Wizard of Oz. Does that count?
Oh, wait.
There's a witch in
No, we do have Cthulhu Flux.
I thought we had Cthulhu.
It was Cthulhu Gloom we got rid of.
Yes, it was Cthulhu Gloom. That one was weird and didn't work real well.
Yes. Okay. You might hear about Gloom later on.
Yes.
It's a great game.
So we'll be doing this probably once a month.
We're talking about game nights,
right?
Yeah.
So if there's a game you think that you play, you think we should give it a try, don't forget to hit us up on our Facebook, our Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr.
The Book of Faces.
The Book of Faces, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you can let us know, hey, I've tried this game, I really like this game, give it a shot, maybe one we haven't heard of or seen.
Yeah.
Don't forget to make sure you use your Brians.
You can catch us every week on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spreaker,
YouTube.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe. That way you can always find out when we have our new episode up and running.
Mm-hmm. And please tell your friends.
Please tell your friends.
Please do.
Let us know what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right.
Yeah.
We'll do something about it, one way or the other. So next week, I believe we may have to take a hiatus because some of us won't be here. And she's not here now.
So apparently
she vanished.
Okay. Heather and I are going away for a weekend, and we won't be back till Monday. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So either we will be Heatherless, or we won't be around for a week.
Okay.
We'll discuss this.
Yes.
And then y'all will find out one way or the other.
Right.
So don't forget to subscribe, click like to us, and give us your comments and posts. Tell us about a game you like, and we will see y'all again next week. And as always,
stay scared.